Welcome back to episode 3 of the Jersey Fun Sports Gambling Podcast. We are back previewing some Thursday night football and some college games. But before we do, has anybody got anything before we hop right into it, or you just want to keep going?
J Love's legit. That's all I got to say. Dude's a dog. Decent weekend with our picks. I was up a total of, I've got 14.2 units. Another big weekend after a 19-unit weekend. I lost a little bit live, so that's on me. But what we gave you all was 2 thumbs up. Alec Athanase, he's dead to me. Not getting a jersey from that guy. Timmy's not getting one from Choi Hoi Soy, whoever his pick was. And Iowa women's lacrosse was a dud. They actually played a great match, though. St. John's women's lost to somebody big, too. There were a couple big upsets on day one of the women's lacrosse regionals. So exciting action out there. But no, other than that, ready to get rolling with the boys on another beautiful day for a pod.
Yeah, I hope you boys are ready for the deep dives because I actually went a little deeper than I normally. I'm going back to a little bit of my DGen roots here and in this deep dive. So
I know Ray's sweating over there because he wasn't as prepped as he should have been last time. So I hope he's got that's the Titan going deep, going down to the Titanic. What was that called again? The quest down to the Titanic.
What was it called?
The submarine with the Xbox controller.
Oh yeah,
what's the name of that?
Ocean
Gate.
Ocean Gate. You got it.
Yeah.
I watched the Netflix documentary on that. They it was a total suicide, self-destruction plan. So yep, I took it down, but I'm not going to crash this time.
Yay.
I learned from my mistakes the first time, so let's fucking ride.
Oh, big shout out too to Scranton's women's basketball team. Powerhouse in D3 women's basketball. Don't laugh over there. It's called the Electric City for a reason, baby, because they're electric. Pitt put them on their schedule. Easy win. It wasn't even on Scranton's schedule. It was an exhibition to them, but for Pitt, it was an actual game. Big dub for Scranton's women's basketball. So clap it up for the Electric City. Anybody know why Scranton's called the Electric City and why I'm referencing it as the Electric City? Any Office fans here?
I know it's from The Office. I don't remember why it's called the Electric City, but I just remember the song.
Anyone on the Electric City?
Probably a lot of electricity in the city, I guess.
Pretty close. It was big in the Industrial Revolution. They were actually the first city to have the electric trolley cars and one of the first cities in America to have traffic lights. So, educational pod, book it. Clip that.
Wow.
Flip it.
And
That's good, man.
I know, not bad.
That's good. That's it's very valuable information for our listeners. So I like that a lot, Jake.
I am full of random bar facts for bar trivia. I'm a bar trivia ace. So.
And Thomas Edison had his hand in it too.
Bang.
Don't forget Tom.
Big Tom.
Yep.
Bang. Love it.
All right, why don't we give the people what they're here for? Some picks, baby Sam. What's that we're diving into?
That's what the people are here for. We'll go right into this Thursday night football game. We got the Bills at Texans. Bills laying 6 points on the road. Total set at 43.5. I'll turn it over to one of you guys.
I'm going to jump right in and just say Josh Allen, another stud. Do we have word on Stroud yet? I think he's back
out
this week. Oh, is he
He's
officially out?
Yep.
Officially out. Okay, there you go. So it's the Davis Mills show again. I actually don't know if that really changes that offense, unfortunately, with how bad Stroud's played. But the Bills' defense stinks. Josh Allen's a beast. Basically won me a couple of my fantasy leagues this week. I'm going to stay away from the number. I'm going to throw a unit on the over.
Interesting, Jake.
You thought I was going to go another direction, and then I didn't.
I thought you were going to go. I thought for sure you'd go with the Bills.
No, that Texans defense is good enough to cause a turnover or two, but those turnovers lead to points, which leads to an over on a Thursday. which never happens. So I'm pretty dumb to bet it, but it's going to hit this week.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Al Michaels, and I feel so sorry for that guy that he has to watch that shit week after week.
Well, this should be a better matchup than what it is right now.
Yeah.
Before the season, this was them throwing him a bone, and it could also be an absolute rout by Buffalo. So
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take it. I really like Houston's defense a lot. I think Buffalo did get exposed a little bit last week with the run game. My boy Baker Mayfield kind of shit his pants down the stretch, but that's another day. We can talk about that. I think coming off a short week, Josh Allen does have a 1-3 career record versus the Texans. I think that defense has kind of had his number. I think they're going to be pretty fired up for this game. They're still playing for a lot, as are the Bills. But I think the Texans could make a little run at that division. So I'm just going to go with the Texans getting 6 points. They're going to keep this close. I think they're going to need to certify that run game very early, and if they don't, it could be a long night. But I'm going to go ahead and take my chance on that because I really like Woody Marks, their rookie running back out of USC. And Nico Collins has been playing better with Davis Mills. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Texans plus the 6 here, guys. 4, I'm just going to put 2 units on it. I won't do too much, but not too little. 2 units.
anyone got any word on Keon Coleman? What's going on there?
He got benched for the entire last game, and I
know that. Yeah.
I saw a video of him dancing pregame, so I don't really know what's happening, but he looked pretty happy to be not playing, so I have no clue.
Okay, so we haven't heard any. I'm going to give it a quick Google because I hadn't heard anything either. Sam's normally big on this. He's our gossiper.
I don't have shit on this. I don't know what's going on.
I tuned into the game last night and happened to see that Pickens and CeeDee Lamb were both benched for the first series. So
they 100% were at Strippies. They were at Strippies until like 7 in the morning and 100% slept through some kind of team walkthrough or team meeting. It was Vegas. It's Vegas, baby. Come on. You don't think this, what are they, 24 and 26? Like a couple of kids with millions of dollars aren't going to go out and bang some beautiful ladies of the night? Come on. I know what I would be doing if I was in their shoes.
Pickens fucking wearing his ski mask in the dome. It's fucking
he's a dog, though.
Oh yeah, he's a stud.
So good.
He can go out and do that all night and still come back and put up 130 yards and fucking 7 catches or whatever it was. So he can do whatever he wants.
Well, I know Timmy lived in the year of Lawrence Taylor showing up to games like 15 minutes before kickoff, hammered still and getting 4 sacks. So
yeah,
Timmy, what do you got in this one? A little different situation with Keon Coleman just crying and dancing on the sideline.
Well, I just saw that it's still not 100% that he's coming back, but I'm with Ray. I'm taking the Texans plus the 6, and I'm going to go over the total just because I'm hoping for a good game, an exciting game, I should say. And I'm going to play one prop, and that prop is the Bills to score first, minus 145.
That didn't go so well for us last week, did it?
No, it didn't.
Sprinkling different things and Jets suck, and that was a miss.
Well, last week I texted Ray and I said I am officially done with the Mac.
Really?
I couldn't. The 2 or 3 weeks that we've been betting it, it's like I split the games and it just pisses me off because I changed my mind and I'm not knowledgeable enough about it to sit here and make a prediction on it.
I don't think you're supposed to be. I think that's the beauty of the Mac. I think you're supposed to know nothing.
Action.
And that is supposed to lead you to victory. Sam, can I steal the floor here for a second?
Go for it.
Talk for a second. Do I have a second to talk? Can I go off this game for a second? Am I ruining
Yeah,
the
well,
show?
yeah.
Okay,
Get in there.
so most college athletes, they're just kids, right? Children, 19, 20, 21. The prefrontal cortex, the medulla oblongata, it's not all developed yet, right? Once you start getting to 22, 23, 24, you should have some sense of reality, life, friends, family, right? These values, these morals start to build with you. It's built throughout college. Daquan Finn, fucking scumbag. Scumbag. Oh, Miami, Ohio's old quarterback, played at Toledo, played at Baylor for a bit. He got hurt. I feel bad about that. The fucker's in his 7th year, 24 years old. Miami, Ohio is in the heart of the run to the MAC championship. That's a big deal. I know a lot of Midwesterners don't think so. You want to win that MAC. Fucker walked out on his team. What is that bullshit? So, Daquan Finn, I hope you hear this, scumbag, supposedly doing it to go fucking be with the NFL scouts and work on his NFL package and make sure who knows what. Buddy, you're in your 7th year at Miami, Ohio. You're not getting fucking touched by anybody, especially not now when you walk out on your team. Bullshit, scumbag, 24-year-old. You got to know better than that. Fuck you. All right, there we go. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to know what the consensus is from NFL teams on guys who do that. Even the big guys, the guys that are supposed to be first rounders who do it. But it kind of tells me that that's them before your team.
Yeah, it can be a bit different if you're playing in the Tostitos Pop-Tart Fiesta PS4 controller bowl, and you're on Michigan and you're going to be a top 10 pick. I get you probably walking away and, supporting your team and just saying, hey, I'm going to step away for this bowl game. But you're at Miami, Ohio. You're playing for a MAC championship. Finish out the year, man. That's just beyond me. That pisses me off. So, yes, but I would also be curious on what scouts think of those types of players too. But I know what they think of this guy. It's 2 words, could be 1 word. Check the dictionary on it. Scumbag.
Yep. 1 word, 2 syllables. Scumbag there.
Scumbag.
That's what we're going to say about Daquan Finn.
Anyways.
For my yeah,
Buffalo, Houston.
Yeah, right. Thursday Night Football. Honestly, I'm gonna go against you guys a little bit here. I got the under 43.5 circled like 7 times here on my paper. I just hate overs on a short week. I think the Bills, when they actually run up against a good defense, tend to struggle. Yeah, and I still don't believe that Davis Mills stuff is all very real. I get the Bills defense isn't great, but it's been better since they got a couple guys back. But obviously last week wasn't great for them either. But I don't think Davis Mills can light it up like the Buccaneers can. So I'm going to go under the 43.5 for 2 units. And then I'm also going to take Nico Collins over the 73.5 receiving yards for a unit, kind of like Ray was saying. Kind of like him better now with Davis Mills in there, and so I don't know. That's just kind of what I got. Nothing crazy for this game. No parlays, no nothing. Not a whole lot of units being thrown on it. Honestly, I kind of hate this game. I feel like it's going to be kind of boring, but who knows? Maybe they'll prove me wrong.
Yeah, Nico's certainly playing better, and I think as much as you hate this game, you clearly hate America and Al Michaels. You're also a communist, if you remember from episode 1. So in 3 weeks, we've determined Sam's a communist, hates Al Michaels, and wants him to fall asleep during games, and hates America and doesn't want points. Got it. Noted. I'm putting it down, putting that in the book. Okay, on to the next one. What's the next game?
All right, Friday night. Well, I hope I can change your mind a little bit here because there is some ACC football on Friday night, but we're not going to preview that. And we are going to preview the fucking Bows coming off the rock and playing at UNLV. With UNLV laying 3 points, I got the total here at 64.5. So we're going to get some Friday night fireworks probably. What do you guys got in this one?
Go Bows. That's all I'm going to say. 5 units on Hawaii. These fuckers are winning this football game. UNLV's not going to be able to run with Mike Alejado. I'm a Hawaii fan. I never bet with my heart. You all saw last week, I still didn't take the Packers. I haven't touched the Packers. I stick away from them. I believe in them 100%. No, I don't. Fuck Matt LaFleur. But the Bows, I believe in Timmy Chang, Mike Alejado. Harris is a dog on the outside. The defense can actually play pretty well. So as much as I want an absolute shootout, they're going to get a couple stops. That's going to let Hawaii roll a little bit. Hawaii money line, 5 units. Book it.
Wow.
Wow, that is a statement.
I can say it again if you want.
No,
Okay.
it was very clear.
Very passionate.
I am.
Yeah. Everybody knows how big of a Hawaii fan I am. It's in my
absolutely.
blood.
Yeah, I got a jersey hanging around here somewhere too, but I decided to pull this one out tonight. 2.5 I have on DraftKings. Did you say 3, Sam? But I have 2.5.
Yeah,
here.
I mean, it might have
ranges.
changed.
It ranges.
That's fine.
It doesn't matter if you take the money line.
That's fine. I am expecting, not hoping, I am expecting a fucking shootout. Alejado will probably throw for at least 350. Calandra, I honestly.
How many touchdowns do you think? Like maybe
I think
6, 7.
He's a freshman, this kid.
Oh, he's a stud. Tim.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
I called it before the year. The fucker had a great bowl game. Mike Alejado, know the name.
What more can you ask for besides Hawaii football on a Friday night in Vegas, in the Dome? I am putting 4 units on over 64.5. And I'm also going to do something very crazy as well. I don't know what the odds are. I don't know if they're out yet. I don't believe so. Whatever they are, I want to put 2 units on a Hawaii defensive touchdown. Okay. And then I want to put 2 units on a Hawaii money line. So in total, I want 8 units on this game, 2 units on a Hawaii defensive or special teams touchdown, which I don't know, what's that going to be? Plus 500, plus 600, something like that. And then I am unloading 4 units on over 64.5. I watched Anthony Calandria this past week against Utah State. And fuck, he scrambles probably every single play, which either means that he's not getting rid of the ball quick enough or his offensive line stinks. So I expect him to make some mistakes against this Hawaii defense. And I expect a lot of points out of that Hawaii offense because UNLV cannot stop a fly. So that's my plays. 4 units over 64.5, 2 units on the money line at plus money, and then 2 units on a Hawaii defensive anytime touchdown.
Yeah, the name to know for your little Calandria getting popped fumble tutty stack is Jackie Johnson. Jackie Johnson the third, baby. He's a stud. Actually from Honolulu, white boy, senior, having an unreal year. He might even get some looks. So remember that name too. Jackie Johnson, Harris on the outside, little mix of Sims and Barf running it down your throat.
Andy Barfield.
Yep. And
obviously legend.
Mike Alejado, beast. So
yep.
The Bows are back. Timmy Chang's got these boys rolling.
Well, I was introduced to the Rainbows by June Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Became a fan of them then. Haven't really watched them much, to be honest.
They're on too late for you, Tim?
Pardon?
They're on too late for you?
Yeah.
Past the bedtime?
My advancing years, I mean, I'm probably got 4 hours of REM sleep by the time they start.
That's what we watch them for you, Timmy. We got you.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to take, definitely going to go with the over in the game. I'm not impressed by UNLV. I watched a little bit of the game when they played New Mexico, and they just very unimpressive. So I'm going to take over 64.5 for 3 units. And I'm also going to take the Rainbows for 1.5 units on the money line.
I like it, Tim.
There's a common theme here, and I have a bad feeling Sam is about to fuck all of this up.
Oh no, he'll change his mind once he hears that we all are on the same thing.
That's why he goes last all the time.
No. Come on. That happened one time.
He's like, wait. No.
Oh
Shit, I gotta change my pick
gosh,
now.
I
Wait,
need-
okay,
I'm
guys.
hedging. Oh wait. Oh.
I mean, I can show you my paper. My
No.
paper, I've got two things circled for 2 units each. Hawaii and the fucking over. All right. So we're on a double bet climax. Or Jake, are you on the over or no? Because if you are, we're on a double bet climax for 1 game.
Jake is not on the over,
Not on the over.
but I think he could
But he
probably
can be.
be persuaded into doing such.
I'm on the over.
Yes.
10 units Hawaii money line, 5 units on the over.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
gonna be so fucking.
We're going-
pissed. I'm gonna be pissed on during this game, like absolutely hammered, watching
Yeah.
the Bows freaking go to town, boys.
This is
Go
great.
Hawaii, go Warriors. 15 units for Colt Brennan on this game. 10 on Hawaii, 5 on the over. Let's go, Bows. Come on.
We're going double bet climax on the Hawaii UNLV game, Hawaii money line, and the over 64.5.
Gosh, all right. Before we need to get off this game before I fire more units on it. I mean,
Yeah, we're done.
betting
We're
it-
done.
I'm betting
All-
it as we speak.
All units have been deployed. There's
We're
no-
deploying all units on.
I may have no
Friday.
units left for Saturday.
So
I might need to pull a loan shark and get a fucking loan for this game.
if
Come
Hawaii and the over do not get there on Friday, unfortunately, all of the picks that we are about to make on Saturday do not matter.
Yep.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm not worried.
Let's get to Saturday.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
sweat.
Sammy,
Alrighty.
did you have him on the money line or with the points?
No, I don't have. No. If I'm taking 3 points with no, not in a 64.5 total game. I'm taking the money line.
All right, God bless you.
This won't be decided by 1 or 2 points. It's gonna be between 10 and 25, probably.
And you know what's going to happen on Friday night? About 5 minutes into the game, I'm going to receive a text. And that text is going to state, "We're fucked. I'm dead."
That's me, guys.
In all honesty, I thought I unloaded on them in game 1 against Stanford. I was so confident in Alejandro. I thought the kid was the real deal. He is the real deal. We, in the first 15 minutes of football, looked like they've never played football. There was 2 fumbles. Stanford scored twice from like the 2-yard line because we gave them the ball at the 2-yard line. Before I knew it, it was, I think, 10-0 Stanford, and I'm like, it's over. Andrew Luck has Stanford turned around.
Andrew Luck.
Branson figured out how to throw a football again. We're fucked. We're dead. But then the Tokyo Toe came on out there. We haven't even mentioned the Tokyo Toe yet. You're getting me fired up again. We don't need to keep talking about this. Anyways, Alejandro on a broken leg, still won him the fucking game. Hawaii's back. Fuck yeah. Okay. Before we go into anything else, Maction is picking back up for us. Our plays this week in Maction were the under in the Bowling Green game. That's looking good at 6-3 with Akron more than likely attempting a field goal here. They haven't decided yet because it's a 2-minute warning. We've got 14-13 Western Michigan at halftime. They were down 13-0 for most of the first half. And Ohio has the ball at the UMass 3, about to go up 2 scores as well. So we are progressing back to going 3-0 when we were looking like 0-3 for a second. So,
But here we go. Keep it rolling.
Should we move on to Saturday?
are we still picking games? I forgot
Yeah.
we were picking games.
Well, only if we want to.
We don't. We're not even going to get to Saturday if Hawaii loses. We're all dead. So,
All right. Thank you guys so much for joining it. So, Saturday, leading off here with the, I just got the ranked game at the top here. USC at Oregon, Big Ten game, former Pac-12 game. So I think this game could get pretty fiery here. Oregon laying 9.5 at home. Total sitting at 59.5. That's what I have. I guess I'll just go first because I only have one play. I'm just going to take USC to cover the 9.5. I think it's going to be tight. I doubt a rivalry game like a old Pac-12 rivalry game like this will be a blowout. I get Oregon's good and USC I honestly don't think is that good, but I don't know. I'm just going to take the 9.5 and pray for a unit. So
What kind of game is it again? It's a what game?
rivalry. There it
Oh,
is.
thank you. Okay, there it is. Got it. Nailed it. Perfect. Just crop that over all the other ribbons that you said. Put that down. I'm with you, Sam. Myalava honestly looked pretty good against Iowa. He stepped up big time. It was ugly early. It was cold, I guess, and then it got warm. I don't know what happened, but I liked them. I don't really love anything in this game. I think it is just going to be a good football game. It'll be a fun one to watch. Good way to start the Saturday after Hawaii rolls. So let's go with the 9.5. Sure. Unit.
That's it?
Yeah, I blew my load on the Hawaii game. I was so fired up for that. I'm saving the rest of my load for the deep dive and also the game that I added over the shit bowl that you had on there, Sam.
Man, this is a tough game. I like USC a lot. I like Makai Lemon. If you guys got to watch Makai Lemon, I like Makai Lemon a lot.
You mean Amon-Ra St. Brown or?
Yes, I mean he's probably better than him right now, to be completely honest. He's probably a better wide receiver, but yes, Mayaava's pretty damn legit. I also think Dante Moore is very legit. And as of right now, weather is not going to be a factor in this game. So I'm going to go ahead and take the over 59.5 in this game. I think it's going to be a good back and forth game. Both these quarterbacks can fucking sling it a little bit, and these wide receivers are going to be put on a little bit of a showcase here for all the fans and scouts. So let's go over 59.5 for 2 units. That's my only play. I'm not picking a side here.
All right. Well, I'll make it short and sweet, and I'm just going to take the Ducks because it is duck season once again, and I'm taking the under 59.5, 1-1. A compadre clash. There you go.
I like it.
First
I like
one,
it.
fucking do it.
Taking us all on. Why
Mhm.
not, Peak? If anyone can, it's you.
All right, we'll go to the next game here. Got some SEC football here. Arkansas at Texas. Before we get into this, is Texas out? Are they done?
Oh, I think they still have a shot. They have a path. They got to take out A&M, who played a half of football that was one of the best halves of football I've ever seen after playing one of the worst halves of football I've ever seen. Marcel Reed, kudos to that kid, man. Adversity is in the face of your entire rest of your career at that point. You step up and say, yeah, Beamer ball my ass. Here's a 30 burger for a dub piece. So that was pretty sick.
Yeah, but I got Texas laying 8.5 at home here, and total sitting at 57.5. What do you guys got?
I'm trying to find some odds for you here, Sam, on Texas. I'm in a weird state that because the college football playoff is technically picked by a committee, I can't find odds to make the playoff, but they do have odds to win it, and they are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. They have the 14th best odds to win it, so they have to still have a path, and I think they do if they beat A&M.
All right. Well, I can hop in and go. Arch Manning really, I didn't think he played bad this week, but I think his arm stinks. He looks like he's hurt throwing the football. I don't really know what the hell is going on with him, but I think Arkansas does have I think they have the better offense. I like Talon Green a lot. Talon Green is very, very good. So I am going to go ahead and I don't see Arkansas's defense being able to keep this a game after they stayed in a game with LSU last week. But LSU's backup quarterback was playing, so that obviously has a big effect. But I am going to go ahead and take the over in this game for 1.5 units. And then I think Arkansas, I'm going to take them for 1.5 units as well, just to win the game straight up, not even to cover. So I think they're going to get into a shootout. This could be another Texas Mississippi State situation, and I think Arkansas will come out on top. I think Texas kind of got the wheels taken off last week, and I think it's all downhill from here. So, Woo Pig Suey, baby, let's do it.
Well, I'm going to jump on the Razorbacks myself, getting the 8.5, and I'm going to go over the 57.5. It's just 1-1.
I really don't think you all realize how good Georgia is. I know I've really been the only one on this pod who's been on them every week, and I hate Georgia. The Bulldog fans that know me know that. I love Bulldog fans. I think they're actually upstanding citizens. I just despise Kirby Smart and the way he runs that program. Typically, if I have a hate for a school, it's not because of the school itself. Outside of Ohio State, they're all scumbags. Most of Ohio is look at DeQuan Finn. Anyways, I'm going to go on Texas here. They do have plus 160 odds to make the playoffs, Sammy. They look like they have the best odds of the teams on the outside looking in, basically, outside of James Madison, just because James Madison and North Texas are a coin flip. So Texas minus the 8.5. I'm going to take them to cover that. I think they're going to come out with some passion. I don't think Arkansas is good. Yes, they can score, but they can't stop anybody. This is probably the best defense they've played. I don't know what it's going to get to in terms of the total. It depends on how fast Texas scores, I guess, because I think they are going to score early, score often. Maybe go Texas minus 8.5 for 3 units.
I like that.
Do we consider that a compadre clash?
Oh, I'm doing it. Look at me.
Yeah, clash it, dude. Come
I'm
on.
clashing, dude. Look at me.
You and Timmy, and I'm just outside looking in with my little money line there.
It's a fun play. I like
It's
the
fun.
bold prediction. I like that a lot out of you, kid. You got some gusto, some gumption.
I've been working on it. We're
like
getting
it.
there.
I think in this one, I'm gonna also go with the over, kind of like with Peeker and Ray. I like both. I don't think Arch Manning's bad. I don't think he's, number one NFL draft prospect quarterback. But I mean, so I'm just gonna go with the over 57.5. Jake said it. I mean, they can score, but Arkansas can't stop. So I'm just gonna go with the over here for 2 units. Well, let's move on to the next one here. We got Kentucky at Vandy here. This is another one for some playoff implications here. Vandy laying 9.5, over under at 53.5. I can lead us off because again, I only got one play. I don't really know wasn't really sure where to go on this one, so I think I'm just gonna take Vandy laying the points for a unit. Do any of you guys have a little more in-depth angle at this one, or?
I think it's a very interesting game. Cutter Boley has been only getting better. Young quarterback out there for Kentucky. Week 1, I was super low on Kentucky, as everyone knows. I had Toledo for muchos burritos in that one. Toledo covered. They've changed quarterbacks. Cutter's brought some excitement to the offense. I don't know exactly what to make of this Vandy team. Their defense has weeks where they look like the best defense in the country. They have other weeks, and honestly, just plays where it looks like they don't have enough players on the field, potentially. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I haven't gone back on film enough to see. Maybe they got 9 on the field. But I'm just going to go with the over. I don't think it's high enough. I'm going to go with the over for 2 units. Like you said, Sam, some playoff implication, not really. Vandy's plus 410. They need a lot of help. They obviously need to win out as well to get there. But you're saying they got a chance, Sammy. Over 2 units.
I'm just gonna go ahead, like Jake said. I have been on the Kentucky unders for like the last 4 weeks. God, I've gotten smoked like 3 out of the 4 weeks because this Bully kid he's playing a lot better. And they had a legit chance to beat Texas at home. I think they should have beat Texas. Actually, it might have been at Texas, honestly. I don't remember, but still a close game. And I think he keeps getting better. This Vandy defense is a little weak. I'm just going to go ahead and take the Wildcats with the points. How many points was that? Sorry.
9.5.
I had 9.5.
Half.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Wildcats with the 9.5 points for a unit and a half. That's going to be my only play.
It just feels trappy too.
It does.
It feels like they're begging you to take Vandy.
It does.
They're like, oh yeah, Vandy will win by 10 or 2 touchdowns. Yeah, of course. Nope.
I don't see it. The Kentucky
Not
defense.
so fast, midget.
The Kentucky
Not so fast, my friend.
has been playing like very good as of late, and I think they carry this into a huge road week for them where they are still battling for a bowl game. So let's go with the Wildcats plus 9.5 for 1.5 units.
Well, I couldn't disagree with you more. I'm going to go Vandy, laying the 9.5, and it's going to be my biggest bet of the weekend.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Gosh, I
It's
feel
going to
bad for
be,
you, Tim.
I'm going to take Vandy, laying the 9.5 for 5 units, and I'm going to take the under 53.5 for just one.
As I just went on a rant about how I've been getting smoked in Kentucky unders.
Timmy's
Well-
flashing with each of us. I
like
think
it.
Tim's waiting to go last just so he can pick against us.
Well,
This
no,
is
so-
Tim's villains era.
So here's
I
the
like
thing.
Villanera.
Like here's Kentucky's last few games. So that's where I got confused. So they played Auburn, they lost 10-3. They lost 38-7 to Florida, and then Tennessee
They beat Florida 38-7,
beat Florida 38-7. Sorry.
and they beat Auburn. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
You said they lost both.
Oh,
games.
I'm sorry. They won both those games, but they're both unders.
Wait,
And then Tennessee Tech.
no, because I had the Florida Kentucky under. You can go back and look.
Okay.
I'm pretty
What,
sure that
what was
in
the
low
line?
40s.
42?
I
It
think
was
in the low
43 and a
40s.
half.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then Jake, you would know this on Saturday, last Saturday when they played Tennessee Tech.
It was 51.5.
Yeah,
It was?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, I thought it was 52.5.
I had the under in that game.
Yep. Captain Hook came in out of nowhere and just said, "Yep, fuck you." Kind of like last night, but anyways.
Oh. So here's something funny. If you want to look at this game, Kentucky beats Auburn 10-3 at Auburn. Vanderbilt plays Auburn. Auburn somehow puts up 38 points.
That's what I'm saying. This Vandy
Wow.
defense, I don't trust it at all, man. Half the time it looks like they have 7 players on the field. The other half of the time it looks like they have 20 players on the field. I don't know what happens with it. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm just on the over. I'm starting to get convinced that Kentucky might be a play too.
All right.
Might
You
go
go against me at your own peril.
I'm gonna do it.
All right.
Do it. I think I had 3 units on the over. I'm gonna go a unit on the Wildcats everywhere.
So you got 3 units on the over, Jake?
Yeah, I had 3 units on the over.
And then you got what on the
I think it will be a high scoring game. I got 1 on the Kittens. I feel like I have to do that. I lived in Kentucky for 2 years. Cutter Boley, he's a Kentucky boy. Elizabethtown, just outside of it. Fun little time out there in good old Pineville, Kentucky.
Yes, sir.
Go Bulldogs.
Go
Go Bulldogs!
There it is. I was waiting
We're
for
just
it.
gonna
All
drop
right.
that every week. I dropped the midget line. We're just referencing that clip.
Of course so. Yeah.
We need to clip that. Put
Clip
that
it.
on somewhere. Yeah, just
Not
post
so
that every day.
midget.
Next one here I got Washington State going all the way across the country to our neck of the woods here. Jake at
Nick of the
JMU. I got JMU laying 14 at home. Total sitting at 42 and a half. Is that a 2 or a 7? I think it's 42 and it is 42 and a half,
42.5.
which is an eerily low total for a JMU game. But when do you guys take it away here? What do you guys got?
I'll take it real fast.
Okay,
Jake?
go ahead, Timmy. I was just going to say I added this one because I've actually been watching a lot of Washington State football for some reason. It's such a shitty brand of football that they can't score. But JMU has a legitimate shot to make the playoff. That's why I added this one. I think this is probably their biggest game left outside of the championship. So the Sun Belt Championship, that is. Go ahead, Timmy. Fire away.
All right. So what we have the line at 14 and a half, Sammy?
I just had flat 14 on DraftKings when I checked it, but
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
It could have changed.
All right. I'm going to take the Dukes minus the 13 and a half for 2 units. That's all I'm going to play. I honestly, I mean, I know James Madison can score a little bit, and that over under kind of scares me at that low of a number.
I'm with you on the total because I mean JMU historically, I mean they have no problem putting up 42 pretty much against anybody that they play, but the fact that the total's that low, and I know Washington State has been in some really low scoring games because like Jake said, they can't score. And I mean they have a competent defense. But Timmy, I'm with you there. I'm gonna lay the 14 with JMU, but I'm only gonna go I'm only taking it for 1 unit because like you said, I don't feel great about it just because the total's sitting that low. But I mean, we realistically could get I mean, why can't we get a 21-3, 21-6 when we get there on those? So I don't know.
Go ahead, Jake.
No, you can fire away. I'm trying to figure out this UMass game. I think it's a lightning delay, which means we could be getting some late night action, which is fucking electric. Stay on that lightning delay until about 10:30 and give me like a 1 o'clock finish for this UMass Ohio game because that's awesome.
Yep. Well, here's where I'm at. Currently looking at the weather report in Harrisonburg on Saturday. We're expecting rain.
I was going to say it's raining up and down the state. I don't know if
we're expecting rain, and when it
got golf and we got freaking rain.
Oh yeah, and when it rains there, it doesn't just rain; it fucking rains. Washington State has not had a game that has gone over since week 3. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to keep this one tight, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to score either. And I also don't think James Madison's going to score. So I'm just going to Stu Feiner this one. Sam knows this reference. I'm going to Stu Feiner this one. I'm going to take the under in this game. Under 42 and a half for 2 units. Washington State has traveled to some pretty tough places to travel and play against some good teams, and they've held them. They've held their own. I think their defense is pretty good, and their offense isn't great. So I think it's going to be maybe not a close game, but this thing's staying under. It's going to stay under one way or another. 2 units, under 42 and a half. That's all I got. No side in this game.
So I'm just digging around for lines because I know I added this game, but I actually forgot to look up lines for it. And obviously DraftKings in Virginia is stupid. You can't bet on teams in your same state. So we got any money lines in this one? Any money lines on anyone out there? Can somebody get me a Wazoo money line?
Plus 455.
You know what? We're going to go a unit on Washington State money line to ruin the hopes of the James Madison Dukes, unfortunately, and their college football playoff chances. I love James Madison. Got a lot of friends who are alumni from there. I know they're traveling all the way across the country. I don't care. They just played Louisiana Tech at home. It wasn't even a football game. I don't think they actually played football for the last 3.5 quarters. That was a total just look ahead spot, and the defense still held Tech to nothing, basically. They got a garbage time field goal type thing. So I'm going to go Washington State Cougars, the good old Mike Leachers, to come into Harrisonburg in a cruddy Washington weather type of game and upset the Dukes. in a mighty fashion. Unfortunately, again, I am pro get 2 group of 5 teams into the playoff, try and get North Texas and JMU, all these things. But I'm going to go on Wazoo.
I like it. I like it. They legitimately probably should have beat Virginia, and they had a good chance to beat Ole Miss too, both on the
100%.
So,
and yes, the loss to Oregon State is a bad, ugly looking loss, but that's
rivalry.
A bitter rivalry.
It is.
It's an actual bitter rivalry.
Yes.
Gosh, you want to talk about just a dumpster fire of a game? It was like 15 degrees and sleeting and like just gross. Ew. I watched that one too. Like I said, weirdly watched a lot of Washington State football lately because they've been making me so much money on. I basically just go under as soon as the game starts. So I should be going under in this one too. And I just talked myself into 3 units on the under as well. So Wazoo money line and 3 units on the under.
There it is.
I'm going to go a unit on first team to commit an accepted penalty, James Madison, -120.
I wasn't sure you could get that.
Yeah, I got it right here. Cut like everything other than just the image of the team to commit first penalty, James Madison -120. and then bring it back to where I say cut everything outside of the image of that. So make a note of that. We're not
This is awesome.
Anything illegal on this podcast.
All right, next one. Don't hate me too much on this one, but I did have to put some ACC football in here because this one actually matters here. We got Pitt coming off that the game that didn't matter against Notre Dame, going to Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech laying 2.5 at home. Total sitting at 61.5. I'm gonna circle back. I bet Pitt last week. Bad bet. But guess what? I'm running it back. Pitt money line +115, 1 unit. I think they're going to go in there and ruin Georgia Tech's hopes and dreams.
Well, all Narduzzi cares about are ACC games, clearly, because they did not show up to that game against Notre Dame. But I'm going to tell you, I don't like Haynes King. I don't think he's a good quarterback. I know he's getting all this hype now. He can't throw. He throws with the wrong hand. Yeah, he's tough, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Screw him, Pitt. It's not eat shit, Pitt. It's eat shit, Georgia Tech and Haynes King. Roll pants.
All right, well, just add a little color to the game. I'm going to take Georgia Tech.
Of course he is. Look at this guy.
We're screwed.
We're
so screwed.
That laugh.
He thinks he's so smart.
I'm not smart. I'm an idiot.
That's
I have
the
6
thing.
years.
So
I have
are
six.
we.
I have 6 years of high school to prove it.
Nice.
Are you on the points or just?
No, I'm going Georgia Tech, laying the points, and I'm going to go. I'm going to go over the 61.5 for 2 units on Georgia Tech, 1 on the under or 1 on the over.
I like it, Timmy. Well, I don't like it, but I mean,
I kind of was thinking about Pittsburgh, and then I was just like, if indeed they really just like didn't even like just basically mailed it in versus Notre Dame, I'm just like, screw that. I'm taking Georgia Tech, the Rambling Wreck. I don't like teams that just mail it in. Fucking play the game.
Tim, I didn't know they allowed dogs at the homeless shelter.
What's that, bud?
I didn't know they allowed dogs at the homeless shelter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
Is that a new program?
Yeah, it's he's my therapy dog.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I knew you needed that.
Yeah.
We all need one of those.
Ray,
Travel.
do you have to make a pick?
I do have to make a pick, I guess.
Oh God.
I have no clue after last week why this total is anywhere near 60 points of how Pitt played last week at home. So fuck it, over 62.5 for 2 units. There's no reason why it should be that high, but they know something we don't. I guess Haynes King will probably run for 180 yards on 46 carries, and he might throw for 100. He might throw for 100 yards on 17 attempts. So
But fuck it.
over 62 and a half, but fuck it. Exactly. That's all I got. Just the line. Just the
All right, next one I got here. Big rivalry, two kind of letdown teams this year, though. Tennessee at Florida here. Tennessee laying 4 points and total sitting at 57.5. Main reason I put this one on the slate that we're gonna go over is because I just want to bet this over. I think it's gonna be an absolute fireworks show here in Gainesville. So 1 unit on the over though, just one.
Yeah, I lived this rivalry for a bit, and it is freaking awesome. When the games are in Knoxville, it is electric. They are cooking gator everywhere you go. You can't walk a couple blocks without being offered some gator bites, fried, grilled, Cajun style. Oh, it was delicious. I really wanted to go to this game, however, could not make it happen this weekend. Got some trips coming up, stuff like that. But I can't go against my Vols. I'm not really a volunteer. I went to school just outside of the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. However, I'm not that far from Gainesville right now, so that's why I was considering it. And it's fun, and Tennessee's fun, and I'm still debating on what way to go in this game, even though I have it written down that I'm going to take Tennessee, but I don't want to take too many teams in my heart. Now I'm rambling. Go Vols. We're going Tennessee for a unit. We're going to go over for 3 units. I'm going to go Tennessee to score first. And if somebody can get me odds on a touchdown for the Vols defense, I would love that. I can't bet player props here, but I'll find a way to legally bet the player prop for that. So, unit on that as well.
Well, it looks like I am going to go because Tim is moving.
Somebody pulled the fire alarm at the homeless shelter.
Yep, probably Blackhawks scored. Let's fucking go.
Yes.
I think playing at Florida and in this rivalry, it's a very tough place to play. Florida just lost an absolute heartbreaker against Ole Miss where they were leading the whole game. And like I said, it's going to be tough playing in Florida. But once again, fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and take the Vols minus the 3.5 here. I think their defense is just all right. They gave up 9 points to New Mexico State somehow at home. I don't really know how that ever happens, but
courtesy scores.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take Tennessee minus the 3.5. It's gonna be a shootout, I think, but if it's not, I think Tennessee could end up blowing them up a little bit and blowing their doors off. Florida season's over, man. Go Vols for 2 units, minus the 3.5.
Only going to make the one play on Tennessee minus the points for 3 units.
Is that another climax or did
No,
Sam...
I just had the over. I'm not touching Tennessee. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't.
What if I go get a Vols shirt?
This could be it. It depends how cool his Vols shirt is. If it's cool, I'll jump on the Tennessee minus the 4.
It's got the dog on there. This could be a difference maker.
Couldn't find it.
Did you hear a single word we just said?
No.
Oh, I said you're just fucking digging through that closet of Busch Light and fucking
I have other Vols shirts.
sports cards and jerseys and the occasional,
It's like a redneck's haven over there.
It is. No, I've got this old school like volunteer that's like marching and stuff. And
Well, looks like no climax then. So
yeah,
fine. It wasn't meant to be. Fine.
Hey, I want to digress for a moment.
Okay,
I'm gonna bring this into the gutter really quick.
Okay.
I don't go on my Facebook page very often,
Right.
but I did yesterday. And this person I know from Ohio puts out a picture
All
of
right.
Miles Garrett in the locker room. I gotta say, I have a lot of respect for Miles Garrett.
Like, you're because he's big.
Oh, he was wearing a pair of shorts, Jake, and
You can take
it was
him.
actually it was a woman who posted this thing. So just see where I'm going here with this.
Yeah.
His shorts didn't leave much to the imagination.
Right.
I mean, this guy, holy
Mine don't.
Christ.
I mean, mine don't either.
I mean, if there's anybody that should be looking for a job in porn right now, it should be Miles Garrett once his career's done.
I am still single.
Jake in that big unit of his over there.
That's,
Yep.
I'm just saying.
Jake and the Fat Man.
Bang. I've got a fat. All right, next game.
All right, last
Unit.
game. Ray, did you hear that?
Which part? Miles Garrett and the
Yeah.
short?
Yeah.
Not all of it.
Basically, Peaker just said that Miles Garrett, when he's done playing football, should be a porn star.
Oh,
Because Peaker was staring at his. Peaker was
No,
staring at Miles
there
Garrett.
was no staring. I just was trying to figure out what the post was about, and then I read a little bit, and then I was like, okay.
20 minutes later.
Yeah.
Couldn't figure out why the post just kept replaying itself.
Yeah.
How did the
And
lotion
the funny
get there?
thing is like, no matter how much I wished mine looked half like that, it still never did.
oh God.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about gifted. That boy is gifted in more areas than one.
Mhm.
All right, Peaker.
And so, are we going to keep talking about Miles Garrett's penis, or are we going to go to the next game?
All right, last game I got for us. BYU at Cincy. BYU laying 2.5 on the road. Over under sitting at 54.5. Here is my biggest play of Saturday, and I hate it so much, and that's why I'm doing it. I'm taking Cincy on the money line for 3 units. I mean, just give it to me. I feel like BYU should be laying I feel like BYU, after the way Cincy's looked the last couple weeks, could be laying a touchdown on the road, and they're not. So I'm taking Cincy on the money line. Fuck it.
And Sam, what time is this game at?
Is it not late?
It's at 7 Central, 8 Eastern, and 5 Pacific, and 6 Mountain Time.
And I've just got a question. Big noon kickoff. What time should the game start for big noon kickoff?
I'm thinking around noon, right?
Yeah, so why the fuck is big noon kickoff going to this game? I don't get it. Every time big noon kickoff goes to a game, it's a shit game. It makes no sense. Nothing matters, which is why every inclination of me is going one way, and I'm going to go with Sam, and I'm going to take Cincinnati in a nasty spot. I literally don't know anything about this game, and I, again, cannot take a team that supports animal violence, because every time that they run Bear Bachmeier, that dude freaking lowers his head, and it's animal violence because he's going to get hurt. Cincinnati getting the puntos for a unit, just 1 unit. Maybe 2 units.
Yeah. I was talking to Sam about this while you guys were away, but Cincy looked so bad last week. They looked terrible. They were a 6-point favorite, maybe even 6.5 against Arizona at home, and they got beat to shit. Their defense looked terrible. Fafita took the fucking top off that defense, and I don't understand why this is only 2.5. So I'm going to roll with you guys and take the Bearcats in a big spot here. I'm going to take them plus the 2.5 for 1.5 units. Nothing. And if I were to take an over-under, which I'm just going to throw a unit on the under too. I'm going to do it. BYU's offense sucks. Cincinnati's offense sucked last week too. Everybody just sucks. It's just going to be a shit game. It's just literal dog shit. So Cincinnati will lose by 2 and we'll be good. That's all that matters.
All right, so we got a climax here because we're all going with the Bearcats.
Yes.
Oh, let's go.
Laying the
Gosh,
2.5.
Climax.
I'm going to go under the 54.5, and it's each going to be for 2 units.
Fuck yeah. Let's
you know
go.
what this game is, guys? This is, you got your rotation, you've got your stars, you've got the things you really, really like to look at, and the things that you like to put more units on and utilize your units more often with, right? But then sometimes you just got to click on that link, that sentence that shan't be said, right? Like grandma's getting together in something, or
something about Myles Garrett.
Or Myles Garrett posts, or ugly ants, or what, you can fill in with other words in these places, whatever your weird kinks and fetishes are. That's what this Bearcat game is. And we obviously don't talk about these picks beforehand. We like to kind of give each other shit about stuff. I'm so glad we're climaxing together on this one. This is going to be so much fun. This is get the boys together and just have a little power hour to some granny porn. That's what this game is.
Well, all you guys need to know is that I will be texting as soon as kickoff starts and talk about how dead we are the whole game. So I cannot fucking wait for this one. It is going to be awesome.
Group chat will be muted. I don't even know if I'm going to watch this game, to be honest with you. I'm going to find literally anything else to watch. There's got to be some late night college basketball. It's going to be more exciting than this.
Yeah, there definitely will be.
Bet it, forget it, and you're going to wake up the next day with a puddle in your pants, baby, because the Bearcats are coming home. Let's go.
Rar.
All right. Do we want to head into the deep dives?
I think we can. I've got to pull up my odds back here on my phone because they've been changing a lot in the event that I was going to go to. I've been watching a bit of this Maction game, so if somebody wants to lead us off so I can pull up these odds again, that'd be great. I want to see how deep you guys are going first, actually. I typically lead these off with just an absolute freaking missile to the bottom of the ocean to try and find some monster that we've never seen before. So where are you all at?
Well, it's not a lacrosse or rugby or cricket, or I don't even remember what we had. I had it in, but I don't remember what it even was.
It didn't win, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, I saw it. It popped up in the account afterwards. But
Sammy won though.
Okay.
Never forget Valikaki.
Yeah, Valikaki. I had a very good conversation with my brother about this specific segment, and from that point on, I decided I am ready to fucking. This shouldn't even be a deep dive. It should just be called the no sweat time. So we are going to Georgia, where the RSM Classic is this year at Sea Islands Golf Course. There are 4 guys that are members at this golf course, 4 of them. So the first one, and this is a par 70 course, Bermuda grass. He's one of the top Bermuda grass players in the world. And this is his home course. I think last year he was top 20, but he didn't do great. But he's been playing pretty well this year. My first play is going to be Brian Harman to win, plus 2,800 at his home course, 5th best odds. My second play, which is my most important deep dive, he is an American named Taylor Montgomery. Once again, a short-hitting player like himself, and also thrives with the Bermuda grass. Has played this course over 3 or 4 times, I want to say. It's at least 3. Taylor Montgomery to finish in the top 10 at plus 1,800. I don't care how many units are put down. I'd put less on Harman, obviously, because it's going to be a little bit more difficult to win. But I really like the hometown hero to come out and play at his home course very well. And then Taylor Montgomery will finish in the top 10 as well. He's been playing some good golf this year. and this number is way too high for what this course has to offer for him. So I'm running back golf, and I dove and I dove, did a lot of diving. So I expect a big weekend out of these two guys, Taylor Montgomery plus 1,800 specifically, to finish in the top 10 RSN Classic.
Love it. Love it.
Love it.
All right,
Yep.
I'll go since Jake's so curious to see if we're really getting deep this time. I know I haven't been awfully deep in my deep dives. But I'm going to start this one off with a little bit of an anecdote, and I think some people can relate to this. Now, me being former undergraduate student, as a natural as one does when you're sitting in a morning like a late morning early afternoon class, you obviously open up your computer in class, and you obviously the first thing that comes to mind is go onto whatever betting modality you are using, okay, at the time, whether that's DraftKings or another kind of sports book, does not matter. But that's obviously your first instinct when you pull up to this late morning, early afternoon class. Now, on some of these days, unfortunately, during this time period, there is not
a different tab was already open, and it starts playing in class, and it was from the Saturday before, and there's different sounds coming out of your computer, and you can't get them to stop. Is that what you're going to say? Unfortunately,
yeah. And like when you open the tab, you're like already on private browsing, which is slightly concerning. You forgot, yes. But then you change it back to the normal browser,
right? Yeah, and then you do what?
And then you go on to whatever betting modality you use, and then you look at the live action. Because there's not a whole, and then you see there's not a whole lot on. You're like, what the hell am I doing? I can either bet on some tennis game that I can't watch, because there's always tennis, okay?
Right.
Or sometimes maybe there's some volleyball overseas, or there's something like that. Now I'm going to take you guys in a different direction, one that really hits close to home for me, because I know I did this not quite a bit. I just like to say maybe a little more than I would like to admit. I'm going to take you guys to the home country of Sami Välimäki. I'm going to take you guys over to Finland. Now, what Finland does is they have a pretty sweet hockey league over there with some actually okay hockey players. And on Friday morning, we got HPK Hämeenlinna.
Yep.
Against HIFK Helsinki. Now, HIFK Helsinki is the worst team in the Finnish hockey league. So I'm just going to hammer that Hämeenlinna money line at -140. That is my deep dive. Unload all your units during the day. Quick. Just unload your units. That way you have more units to bet on Hawaii. That's my plan here.
So here we go. My deep dive isn't as deep as Sammy going to the Finnish Hockey League, but I am going to go to the NCAA hockey. And on Saturday, Penn State is playing Minnesota. I'm going to say take Penn State and Gavin McKenna. For those who don't know, he's the projected #1 pick in next year's NHL draft. He decided to go and play in college rather than playing in junior hockey in Canada because he wanted to go against bigger, stronger guys. Plus, he got $700,000 in NIL money, so that helps him. So I'm going to take the Penn State Nittany Lions on Saturday night over the Golden Gopher of Minnesota.
Well, I've got so many potential plays for next week. It's actually not even funny. I've got some deep dives into some chess. Magnus Carlsen has a big match next week. I've got some deep dives into some different arenas as well that I cannot let be known at this time because I need to find a way to put US dollars on these plays legally. So I will say that when I find that way. However, for this week, there are a few spots you can find this in. I did go off DraftKings. I typically try to keep my plays on DraftKings. That way the people can play them too. But if you're dedicated enough, and if you want to make money as bad as I want you to make money, you're going to find a way to get this play tomorrow at 2:30. It's a Wednesday midday. Sounds pretty normal, right? In the European Champions League of water polo.
Ooh.
Not soccer, water polo. Vasas Budapest is playing Radnicki, and it is going to be an absolute bloodbath for Radnicki. They're giving 3.5 goals to Vasas Budapest. They're traveling to Budapest to play this game. Nothing against that club. They just don't have the strikers that Radnicki has. So at the end of the day, all you're going to do is find this. You can find it on Bet Online. It's a great place, for example. Very legal enough place to put currency on Radnicki to take on Vasas Budapest minus 3.5 goals for Radnicki. That's Serbian, by the way. And that I actually do know. I'm not making up a bullshit country. So
I can't find this on DK.
no, you unfortunately cannot find water polo on DraftKings yet. I've messaged my VIP guy a couple times to try and get it on there.
Jesus Christ.
It's the European Champions League. Come on.
Big
How do
deal.
we not have
It
that?
seems like a big deal.
Right? I know. I've
That
got it.
name title makes it sound like a big deal.
Right? I've golfed with these guys before. I've got some ins at DraftKings. I gamble enough to be
You can pull
in,
some-
on the in crowd. So we're gonna get some water polo on the book at some point. But some of these other plays also may not be on there. But we'll find ways to. We'll find ways. I'll be better about telling you all exactly where you can go to place these bets next week. So
We appreciate that, Jake. That's great.
absolutely.
Great intel. This has been a great deep dive session.
Well, I've got one that I can't quite figure out. So if anyone could give me more information on this, I'm leaning towards they are just having these lines out there, and there must be some kind of qualifier or something. But for the Winter Olympics, the 4x7.5 skiing relay for women, the line is on DraftKings, and I'm gonna put. So here, I'll put this play out there because it says it closes at Friday at 2 a.m. So I'll put it out there because I don't think our next spot will be out yet. Take the USA women plus 700 to win the Winter Olympics 2026 cross country 4x7.5 kilometer relay women. Take USA. Fuck yeah. Plus 700. I mean, how can you beat that?
Where's that at? What country?
It's just Winter Olympics. So if you go to all sports and DraftKings and scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then if you click on view all, it's beneath the men's biathlon cross country 4x7.5 kilometer relay women, and then USA plus 700.
Oh, great.
I'm going to put $50 on it. I have no idea when this actually happens. I have a hard time believing that it's happening Friday, but who knows? Maybe I'll wake up Friday morning and have $350 in my account.
No, it's in February, Jake.
That's what I thought.
February. Yeah.
But it says it closed this on DraftKings, like tells you when the line closes, and it says it's closing Friday at 2 a.m.
Well, there's a lot of things that can change between now and then, and they just don't want to let people make wagers when there's changes that are being made. So they
Right.
just fuck you.
So there you go.
Yeah.
There's no line movement 4 months previous to the women's skiing 4x7 world championship. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
line movement shuts down 3 months prior. That's it.
So
Actually, Jake's $50 bet might take him down a little bit, because he'll be the only one in the pot.
exactly. So get it while you can. Plus 700 as of right now, until I'm about to click this button to put $50 on them, and it's going to go to plus 600. So
Yep.
I just wanted to touch on something. Did you guys see 60 Minutes on Saturday or Sunday?
Can't
where
say I
there's
did.
boxers that were doing like playing chess and they box and then they go into boxing and it's basically chess, making chess moves or something. I don't know what it was so freaking bizarre that they had these two guys, two boxers playing chess. And then the next thing you know, they're in the ring kicking the shit out of each other and somehow incorporating chess into boxing.
That's
Did
freaking
anybody see this?
This sounds like something we need to put in the deep dive segment next week. We got to get some action on this.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
going to
in.
look into this. I actually would like to know, Jake, you would know. You're the most degenerate of us all.
Right.
Is there a betting line for the hand slapping competitions or face slapping competitions?
There is.
I've never seen like long-term lines in terms of like who could win that, because it's like UFC, like where you get
Power slap.
try to get a belt. But yes, there are some individual lines on that. Nothing on any major sports books yet.
Man, they just slapped the piss out of one another.
Oh, it's freaking awesome. And you know what? You want to know what's best about that and this chess boxing? You can't rig it. Like that fucking over was rigged last night against us.
Yes.
We didn't even touch on that. So we can finish this episode on just saying, fuck you, Goodell. Fuck you, Schottenheimer. It's just bullshit. Blatantly obvious that they did not want that game to go over. Unbelievable.
Well, it's like Sammy and I were talking about it before you guys joined in. It's not a good look for the NFL when you got a team at the 4-yard line and they were actually at the 2, weren't they? And they took a knee, so they went back to the 4. But
Yeah.
either way, I mean, taking a knee in that position, it's just not a good look.
No, that was.
It's fucking rigged. That's all I'm going to say. So I don't really have much. I've already gotten fired up enough on this episode about Daquan and Hawaii and Finnish pole jerking or whatever the hell Sammy bet on. So, yeah.
No,
Fuck it all.
there's been 2 times where the Cowboys have done this year. One was in Chicago. I think they scored a total of 7 points in the second half.
Well, they pulled Dak Prescott with like 9 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Milton
It was
played a lot of that
cool.
game.
Yeah,
It was still a game.
yeah,
These fuckers are so in Vegas.
100%. Jerry's
Not
in.
ever
He
sleeping.
clicks the Buffalo Wild Wings button to say stop scoring.
Yeah, that shit's incredible. Well, what are we at? What was there? 9 minutes left in that game last night without scores? 8, maybe?
Yeah.
Something like that. But anyways, didn't mean to end the pod on a negative note. Just had to bring that one fucking up because this was a great podcast, boys. I'm fired up to get this out to the people. And with that, I think we're going to sign off on this week's episode of the Jersey Fun Podcast. Super excited to be with you all as always. We're inching closer to that first jersey buy, boys. So we need to get some polls out there, some other things, and figure out what the lucky jersey is going to be and who that's going to be, if it's going to be a single person as well. So super excited to get that going with you boys, and can't wait to keep this rolling later this week. When's the next pod going to be released, Sammy?
We'll have our next episode released on sometime Saturday because we'll record Friday again. So expect another pod sometime Saturday.
I think we should record during the Hawaii game Friday night.
I'm going to be so locked into that. I don't know if we should. We should record. We should record after it because I'm going to be fucking blasted.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
One way or another, win or lose, we booze.
Yeah.
Great idea.
All right, well, let's go Rainbows to get us going on. Well, fuck it. I mean, that Thursday night game doesn't mean anything. It's all Rainbows on Friday. All right.
Can we
And
sign
with
off
that-
this episode?
And with that, thank you guys so much for listening. And we'll see you next time.